How's it going, YouTube? If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. If you're over here on TikTok, make sure to hit that follow button if you haven't already. Repost a live, share a live, do all the good things. If you're seeing this on your For You page, you're a friendly, you're a liberal, you're a progressive, you're independent, and you don't support Trump, or you're a Republican who does not support Trump. Because, by the way, they exist, and it's okay to be part of the Republican Party and be against Trump. Join up in the guest box. I would love to talk to you if you are a Trump supporter, and if you're any of the previous people that I mentioned, a liberal, a progressive, independent who doesn't support Trump, or a Republican who doesn't support Trump. Just hop on in here, join in inside the live, and double tap that phone screen, repost the live, share the live, do all the good things. If you're ever on YouTube and you find yourself watching this live stream and you say to yourself, I'm a Trump supporter, I meet the criteria, I'm 18 or older, I'm American, and I support Trump, I think Trump's my daddy, join up in the TikTok live stream, and you can do that via the link tree in the YouTube description, in the live stream YouTube description, and then join up on TikTok, and I can let you up here, we can have a productive dialogue. Now we're just waiting for people to join up in here. Typically I get good push around this time, so it shouldn't be that long to get our views up. So make sure you guys are just double tapping that phone screen, repost the live, sharing the live, do all of the good things. How are we doing today? Let me know how we're doing today. How are we doing today? We're doing good. Say what's up in the comments section. We doing good? We're doing good. We're doing good. Oh, it says installing again. Best president in history, join up. How's it going, D-Sport Trump?
I sure do.
How old are you?
How do you 19?
Why do you support Trump?
Why do I support him? Well, first, he actually closed the borders. He can keep the illegals out.
How did he close the borders?
Honestly,
How did he close the borders?
because he can actually... Okay, here comes your little admins. I mean, he's kicked more illegals out of this country than Biden and Kamala ever
Joe Biden
would.
deported more.
He let more in, but...
That's untrue.
Yet y'all still complain about ICE.
We don't have any data for 2025 of how many undocumented immigrants have came in because they refused to provide the data. Border security is reliant upon three things: deportations, apprehensions, and encounters. Biden had more deportations, apprehensions, and encounters in 2024 compared to Trump in 2025. Therefore, Donald Trump had worse border security than Joe Biden did.
You do realize Kamala was in the files, too. So your background picture doesn't back up anything.
That's great. Can you address
that? You do realize that. I did. Yeah, that... Oh my goodness. Dude, your admins love dick riding you. God, y'all are fucking gay for each other. Y'all some fucking gay nigger shit.
Of course you're gonna do that. Make a point and then run. Flirt to run. Some L's in the chat. How's it going, D-Sport Trump? D-Sport Trump? Okay. Moving on to the next guest. It was sad. It was sad. How's it going, D-Sports? Oh, no, they didn't load in. Thought they load in. Loaded. If you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. I'd love to have a conversation. I'd love to have a debate with you. If you're friendly or a progressive, a liberal, leftist, you're a independent who doesn't support Trump, a Republican who doesn't support Trump, pop up in the guest box. I'd love to have a conversation with you, Jay. I'm not letting you up. Where did I get that hat? So true. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I am an independent who does.
Okay, why did I did not mean to let you up. I meant to let up this other guy. I literally said, Jay, I'm not letting you up, and I proceed to let Jay up. How's it going, eSport Trump?
No, What he's doing is wrong.
I think that was a child. I'm so sorry. How's it going? Do you support Trump? No? Okay. So true. So real. Why'd you kick me out? Because you sounded like a child. How's it
Yo,
going?
it's
Do you support
good.
Trump?
Yeah, I do.
We've talked before. I've cooked you.
No, yeah, then I talked to Parker though.
Explicitly remember your name.
I never debated you. What?
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because he is. Well, I'm pro-life because I'm Catholic, and I believe that a fetus is a human, like it says in Psalm 139:13 that God
Prove Jesus Christ is real.
Well, he's done like amazing things in my life. You know, like actually last week.
Spider-Man has done amazing things in my life. Spider-Man's real.
Yeah, it's just like.
No, you agree Spider-Man's real? Congratulations. You worship Spider-Man now.
Are you religious or no? You're not.
Yeah, I'm religious for Spider-Man.
Okay, well, all right. Well, yeah, well, like I said, like, it's asking why do you support Trump, and the reason why I support Trump is because he's pro-life, and that aligns with my religious beliefs, you know?
You have to prove your religious beliefs are real.
Prove my, like, I just...
I know most people will just want to talk about
So wait,
Christianity
so,
and religion
hey,
and bring up Numbers
Okay.
5 where it says that women who cheat should have an abortion. But I don't do that. I want you to prove your religion is real first before we have the conversation
All right,
about
all right,
religion.
so-
Prove it's real.
Okay, so first, like, you have, like, no, like, religion, like,
Prove your religion is real if you want to have the conversation about abortion and Christianity.
I can't really, like, I don't know how to, like, prove it. You just, like,
So then you don't have any evidence that your religion is true. Therefore, why do you have hold these beliefs that are upon falsification in reference to the Bible and Christianity?
I don't know, wait, so do you, like, say this with every religion, or just, like...
Absolutely. Islam, Judaism, any religion, if they are not able to prove their religion, why do you guys hold these beliefs? Right?
Well-
Especially harmful beliefs like this, where you say women shouldn't have the right to bodily autonomy because your baseless religion says so, right? I
Baseless?
support religion.
That's
Listen, I
insane.
support religion. I support religion as long as you guys uphold the good parts of it. Loving your neighbor like you love yourself, providing for the needy, going to hospital and visit these other people. Like I said, loving your neighbor, doing all these good things that religion says, right? I.e., Islam, Christianity, Judaism. But when you guys uphold, for example, Christianity, that women can have bodily autonomy, right,
Yeah.
or that it's okay to own slaves, as some extremists hold, or
Yeah.
Islam, that Aisha was 9 years old and that they actually believe that, and it's okay to rape children. Those are horrible beliefs. Or Judaism, right? All these horrible beliefs within these religions. If you guys want to uphold these horrible beliefs, you guys have to prove your religion is true, and you have failed to do so. You admitted you couldn't do so. So therefore, why do you hold a baseless religion where you cannot prove that harms other people?
Well, it's just basically like you're trying to say like no one should have a religion because no one can prove that their religion is
that?
real.
I mean, in a perfect world, yes, we shouldn't believe things without evidence. But I support religion so long as it brings people together and it benefits society.
Do
Right?
you?
Restricting women's access to abortion, i.e., Christianity, Catholicism, doesn't do that, and marrying 9-year-olds doesn't do that, i.e., the extremist view of Islam. Right? There's going to be
Yeah.
extremists within Christianity, Islam, Judaism, all these different religions, but it's about the average person within that religion that believes the good things within the religion, i.e., loving your neighbor, i.e., providing for the needy.
Yeah.
Don't murder, right? But when we go to the extremist from any religion, I don't support that, and you have to prove your religion
Yeah.
in order to prove the extremist.
Shit. Well, yeah. Well, shit. Sorry. Well, yeah. Just like what I was saying, it was just. Oh, actually, no. I did have one point because I actually learned that he was one of the people that first discovered the Big Bang Theory. Like, was actually Catholic, and like I'm Catholic too, and just
Okay.
like, I know it's like that's not proving it, but I'm just saying like. Cool, because so you believe like more in science and like evidence than
Science,
like,
yes.
religion?
I believe things with evidence. You admitted that there was no religion for your religion.
How did
You
I admit?
admitted there's no evidence for your religion. Therefore, you shouldn't believe things without evidence. And let's say I grant you, you should believe things without evidence. Believe good things, not bad things like violating the bodily autonomy of women and girls. right? I.e., Christianity, like I mentioned multiple times. I can point out things in Islam, Judaism, all
Okay,
these
well,
different things.
even if it wasn't like based off like looking at my religion, like a fetus is still a human, you know? Like it's not like
Okay, just because someone's human and needs bodily resources of someone doesn't mean we override a woman's or girl's bodily autonomy. Bodily autonomy
I'm just, like,
supersedes
don't-
that of the fetus within the mother's womb.
okay. I was just saying
I
'cause,
can
like,
give you multiple other examples. If you needed one of my kidneys, let's say I caused the accident. I was drunk driving. I caused the accident. You needed one of my kidneys to survive. Should you be obligated, legally obligated for me to provide your kidney? No, absolutely not.
yeah.
Because
Well,
even though you would die because you need one of my bodily resources and I don't provide those to you, my bodily autonomy still supersedes that of your death, your future death, or your future potential experience,
Yeah.
whatever you have to say. So just because there is a living entity within a woman in their womb, that doesn't mean that supersedes their bodily autonomy. Same with rape victims, right?
well, like, have you heard of like stories where people abort just because they've heard that it's a Down syndrome child or like a child with
Okay, I
that?
don't care the reason for abortions. It doesn't supersede bodily autonomy and the
That's just like
bodily autonomy of
messed
a
up,
woman.
though. I'm just
You
like,
can
like,
say it's morally wrong, but legally, people should have access to bodily autonomy. The same way as you can think it's morally wrong if I don't provide your kidney, if I don't provide my kidney to you, right? Because I caused the accident. You can think that's morally wrong, but we can agree that legally I should still be able to either A, not give you my kidney, or B, give you my kidney. And you can think it's morally wrong if I don't. The same way as you can think it's morally wrong to get an abortion, but women and girls shouldn't be restricted from accessing abortion.
okay. Well,
Name me
yeah,
one
I
other
just-
instance where bodily autonomy was restricted simply because someone else is dying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can't, because it doesn't happen.
All right. Well, I was just trying to like just explain my point of view just from my Catholic religion and just like with the fetus, you know. So I don't know. I just trying to get that point across.
Okay, I
Well, that's
debunked
the-
your points.
It's not. It's asking why do you support Trump, and that's just why. Like I support Trump, you know, because
Trump has done nothing for the pro-life view.
well, it's. I would say it's like better than Kamala's, where it's like she's pro-choice, you know.
Legally
It's-
pro-choice, morally pro-life. She's a Christian too, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just. Yeah.
By the way,
it's-
if I were able to prove to you that Democrats would save more lives than Republicans, would you
I already
support Democrats?
I already heard this from Parker. Like I debated Parker the other day. Like it's about like whatever, like 2030 or like 14 million people will die in 2030 or something
Is
like
that
that.
pro-life? Greenlighting the deaths of 14 million people, is that pro-life?
What about the like hundreds of thousands of babies that die like every year?
Hundreds
because,
of thousands compared to 14 million. Great. Can you do math? What's bigger?
bro. Okay. There's,
What's bigger, 14 million or hundreds of thousands?
but like, how can you prove to me that 14 million people are gonna die in 2030?
Because 90 million people throughout the last few decades have been saved via USAID. Do the math.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's just we all
Just want
like
to control
all.
women's bodies. Great concession.
Bro, what? That's not. It's just my religious beliefs. You can't like
Religion that's baseless, by the way.
you can't like be disrespectful to my. I'm not. Am I coming off as
Sure I
disrespectful?
can. I can absolutely be disrespectful to your religion whenever you are disrespectful to women by wanting to violate their bodily autonomy. Name me one other
Violate
instance
is
where people get
insane.
their bodily autonomy violated. Are you advocating for vaccines, mandatory vaccines
Like for what?
for everyone? Mandatory vaccines for everyone, like the COVID-19.
Like, did I get the vaccine 20
No,
or COVID?
should the COVID-19 vaccine be mandatory for everyone?
It's like I don't know. Like,
It
well,
should
yeah,
be
I'm
an
sure,
automatic
right?
yes, because it saves lives.
Yeah, well, it just heard from like I think it was I heard from someone that like they put bad shit or bad
Ooh,
stuff. in
RFK Jr., the one who snorted the C drug off the toilet seat. That's a great source.
All right. Well,
Also, you
I don't
think
know.
pregnancy is dangerous? Maternal mortality rate has increased.
It's just like I don't know. It's
You don't know a lot of things.
okay, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just like the only point I was trying to get across is I don't know. Like, am I being disrespectful or is it like
When you want to violate bodily autonomy of women, yes, that's being disrespectful.
it's not okay? How can it be disrespectful if that's like my religion? Like, I can't like
Because you don't have any base for your religion.
No, like no one has no one has base for their religion. Like you can't just say like yeah, it's I can't just prove to you it's real. Like no one can prove. You just have to believe like that he's like
Right. So then why do you believe in things without evidence?
because he's like my Lord and Savior, and I can't like I don't know. Like I don't know what you want to do. Like
how? Like how do
because
you know
he
he's your Lord and Savior?
because he died on the cross for my sins, and
But how
that
do you know this happened?
because in the Bible it's like it says,
But
and
again, the
there's like
Bible also allows for abortions when women are cheating. Numbers 5.
wait, can you repeat cheating? Wait, what was
Women
it?
cheat in the Bible. God commands them to get an abortion.
With women? Well, yeah, I didn't see that part, or I didn't go for that part. I don't know. Well, here, yeah, that's just the point I was trying to get across, and
And you
No.
fail to get that point across.
you can, I don't know, you can believe what you want to believe. It's just like
I believe in things with evidence.
okay, and I
And you
believe
don't.
that.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, alrighty.
That's it. Do you support Trump because he controls women's bodies?
Okay, bro. It's just like I don't know why you're trying to like rage bait. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain like I keep like I don't know why I have to keep repeating myself. Like I keep saying that
Yeah. Don't keep repeating yourself because you're making the same awful point. Make a new point. I already debunked this.
okay.
Hi. I'll talk to you. So you're Catholic, right? Oh, he left. No.
I think I
No.
cooked him a little too hard. I cooked him on religion already. He had
No, cause I am Catholic too. I can talk to him about it,
conceded.
buddy.
Hey, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
He's better for getting rid of abortion than Kamala was.
Okay.
Ooh,
If
abortion
I were able to
again.
prove to you that Democrats would save more lives than Republicans, would you support Democrats over Republicans? Including all abortions that happen in America every year?
If you were to prove me what?
If I were able to prove to you Democrats would save more lives than Republicans, would you support Democrats over Republicans?
I support Trump. Okay.
That wasn't the question that I asked you. The question that I asked you was if Democrats would have saved more lives than Republicans, accounting for all the abortions that these crazy liberals do, would you support Democrats over Republicans, right? Because when you say abortion and you want to get rid of abortion, well, that's because you don't want a life to be murdered, right? Or is it because you want to control women's bodies? Which one?
Yeah, I don't like murder.
Okay, so if you don't like murder, then it would be the lesser of two evils, meaning if Democrats save more lives than Republicans do, you would prefer Democrats over Republicans because they save more lives, yes?
Probably.
Okay, Democrats would have saved more lives because Donald Trump cut USAID by a tune of 92%, which would lead to 14.5 million deaths by the year of 2030, 4.5 million of them being children. And we see historical context of this by 90 million lives being saved via USAID for decades, right? So you do the math. You can
What's
find out how many lives
USAID?
are going to be saved. It's going to be an international aid that goes to different countries to help stop the spread of for example, any diseases that unalive people, providing them food, clean water, that it helps these other countries, and we fund that. So therefore, you support Democrats because Trump cut USAID, which would lead to 14 million people dying by the year of
Dead.
2030.
Dude is
Um,
dead.
And Democrats wouldn't have done this. So 14 million people would have been saved under Democratic leadership. That's accounting for.
Wait,
all
where'd
the
you
abortion.
get that statistic?
Yeah, Lancet study.
Um, 70 million abortions happen per year.
What's wrong with
That's
abortion?
across the world. That's across the world, not in America. We're taking only account in America. And what the
But our
leadership does in America.
influence can impact across the world because we're the most influential country.
Okay,
So
that's
if we
still
get
not an
rid of
argument.
abortion in this country, it will get rid of abortion worldwide.
That's not true.
So yeah, so I choose Trump still.
That is not true. What has Trump done for pro-life policy?
Over Kamala, letting the states decide.
Okay. So you just want states to. So he didn't do anything, right? He just implemented judges to make them have the states decide, right? Also, since the overturning
he
of Roe v.
didn't do
Wade, there's been an
anything,
increase in
but-
abortion. Since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, there's been an increase in abortions.
But by voting for him, it doesn't let Kamala make it legal in every state.
So no, you would actually prefer progressive policy, because under progressive policy, we'd see a decrease in abortions because progressives advocate for social safety nets, i.e., helping new mothers being able to provide for their family, and we see the main reason for abortion, or a big reason, is going to be financial instability within households. So when we implement these progressive policies to help these new moms, we can also see a decrease in abortions, because then that main reason would kind of disappear whenever they have more help. Under Republican leadership, they take away these social safety nets, and we also see abortion increase, as seen after the overturning of Roe v. Wade and since Trump has been in office.
I think we need a quick increase in abortion now to get it down later in the years.
What's the logic behind that? More people die now, and then less people are going to die. What's the logic behind
So by taking it away, they're going to other states to get abortions.
that? Okay,
right.
what if a progressive leader wins 2028, like AOC or Ro Khanna, and then they implement like a federal law that says everyone can get abortions on the weekends for free?
Yeah, then that's too bad. But
So then your logic
that's
doesn't
why I
work
voted
that
for the
way.
Republicans.
Your
Dad.
logic doesn't
You're
work.
saying, what if a Democrat becomes president in
No,
2028?
I should say when the Democrat wins in 2028, they could just
No, it's
abortion
not
laws
when though. It's what if.
No, it's when.
How about you use a real valid argument instead of what
It's
if?
a real valid argument.
How
It
do
is
you know a
logically
progressive
possible.
is gonna win?
It is logically
2028?
possible for a progressive to win in 2028.
Yeah, but you said when.
Yeah,
No,
because Democrats are.
No,
going to
you
win
need to
in
use
2028.
proper grammar, buddy, and say what if.
Well, no, Democrats are going to win in 2020. I'm sorry, your feelings
All
are
right,
hurt.
you know that's wrong. You know it's not 100% that they're gonna win.
JD Vance already canceled his
Can you use
his
common sense in this
advocating-
argument? You're getting
I'm using
cooked.
common sense. I'm getting cooked.
It's necessary for us to have more abortions now for us to be progress to a national ban.
Okay,
Or
why?
however
you
Can
do
you
that.
name me? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask him, what is your problem with abortion?
I am actually a good person and I care about other human beings.
Okay, name me one other instance where bodily autonomy of someone, where someone dying supersedes the bodily autonomy of another person. Name me one other instance besides abortion.
Draft.
No, what?
The draft.
Someone isn't dying when you're going to get drafted, right?
Your life is put at risk.
No, we're
So
talking.
is a
I asked
pregnant
you the
woman.
question. Name me one other instance where someone dying supersedes that of the bodily autonomy of another person.
No, the fetus isn't dying. You're just killing it.
In an abortion, you're saying the fetus isn't dying, you're just killing it. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's not already dying if you wouldn't
If
firsthand
you
kill it.
it dies.
Yeah, but it's not dying
So it
before
is
you
dying.
have an abortion.
Wait a second. It
does
could be. And it
Yeah,
totally
it could
could be. Think about someone that's severely septic.
But
Right? A pregnant woman that's severely septic, the child would be dying. They would have to perform an abortion.
But again, the question is like, name me one other instance where the death of someone or the potential death of someone supersedes that of the bodily autonomy of the person, right? Like for example, I can give you the kidney example. If I caused a car crash with you because I was drunk driving, I caused it, and you need one of my kidneys or else you'll die. Should I be legally obligated to give you one of my kidneys? Yes or no?
Wait, repeat the question.
Oh my god.
Just repeat it real quick.
Can you just tell me one instance where the death or potential death of someone supersedes the bodily autonomy of a person?
Yeah, a draft.
Again, that doesn't work because someone
You
I don't
force
agree with the
someone
draft.
to
I don't
go
think-
to the military.
I don't think I don't think people.
Well, it
should get
doesn't matter
drafted.
that you don't agree with
I'm
it. You
against-
just
I'm
told me to
against being
name a
drafted.
situation
But
where it
that is
happens.
not. That is hold on. That is not analogous because I asked you name an instance where someone's
That's an
potential
instance.
death. Right. So getting drafted doesn't
Get
lead to
drafted,
someone
fight for the
potentially
military
dying
to-
within the draft.
to save
That's only if they get
Americans'
deployed,
lives.
and then there's a war started under Republican leadership.
Yeah, they do
Wow.
that to save American lives. So yeah, just name you a situation. If you don't like it, buddy, how about you don't use the argument?
Like I said, again, so if you want to make the argument that they're saving American lives, yes, I don't agree with the draft either.
Yeah, well, you just asked me to name you a situation.
Okay, name me another one. Go ahead.
Name you another one? I just named one. That's good enough, buddy.
Name me
I think
two
he's
more.
Canadian. Stay
I'm
King, are you
American.
Canadian? You're American?
Yeah.
Name me two more. Name me two more instances.
Name you two more.
Yeah.
I just named you one. That's enough.
Name me two more.
Why do I need several instances where this happens?
Because you want to violate the bodily autonomy of a woman when it comes to a fetus in the womb.
You're
So then
violating
give
the
me-
bodily autonomy. You're violating actually the right to life.
No, people don't have the right
What?
to life as deemed by
Wait.
international law until they're born.
Wait, and you just said you're violating the right to life.
Yeah,
Okay. I
by
want to.
killing a human being.
Okay, what is your problem with abortion?
It's murder.
Okay, so it's murder when a woman's life is at risk.
I have one exception. Should I
That's the
add?
exception.
Yeah,
When the life is at risk. Okay, what about a little kid that got raped?
no, unless their
You
life.
think that she should be forced to have a child?
Yeah, unless
Are
their
you
life.
pro
is at
child
risk.
torture?
No, I'm not. I am.
Is it the government's job to do what is best for a child when it comes to a horde situation?
the government's job to put lives first.
Cool. So it's the government's job to protect children, right? So let me give
To
you
put lives
a
first.
scenario. If a 12-year-old rape victim gets impregnated, I think they should be legally obligated to get an abortion. Why? A, kids can't consent. Kids cannot consent to pregnancy, meaning the child cannot consent to pregnancy either. Two, when it comes to pregnancy with a 12-year-old, that's child torture or abortion, right? Both of these are horrible when it comes to a 12-year-old. A 12-year-old should not experience this.
First of
but
all,
the
there's
abortion is
natural
gonna be
order that you
preferable
don't
compared to
consent
child
to. It just
torture.
happens.
No, yes, children can't consent to pregnancy.
Yeah, there's natural order that you don't consent to. It just happens.
Right. Children
And then you
cannot
don't
consent to
unalive
pregnancy.
people to stop it.
Again, children, a little girl cannot consent to pregnancy, right? And
You don't need to consent to
pregnancy.
pregnancy.
Yes, you do. What? Hello. Yes, you do.
You need
What
to
the fuck?
consent
Abortions?
to
That's why
sex,
there's
but not
abortions?
pregnancy.
Well, that's why there's abortions, right? That's
Yeah, and that's why we
pregnancy.
need to
wanna-
get
If you
rid
want to
of
go through with the
abortion.
pregnancy, you don't get an abortion. If you don't want to go through with the pregnancy, you get an abortion.
Wait, can I ask you something?
And get rid of
Stay King,
abortion.
can you carry a pregnancy? Is it possible for you to have a baby?
Okay, Jeremiah was arguing in good faith, and then you see I cooked him, so now you have to go to this.
I'm just
argument.
asking you. A
Now you have
question.
to go to this argument.
Yeah, no,
So
Jeremiah
can
was
you have a
actually
baby? Do you have
cooking
a
you.
uterus?
Jeremiah was cooking you.
So how about you tell Jeremiah to shut up and stop talking about abortion?
Can you
so
tell me
can't
where
have a baby?
can
I
you tell me where
typically don't talk
conception
about
occurs?
abortion.
Well, you are, bud.
Can you tell me where conception occurs?
Not specifically, no.
No, okay, and you're arguing for abortion here. Okay,
Yeah.
you should know the basic anatomy of how a conception occurs, where pregnancy grows, all of those things. You should know those processes before you come up here and
No,
you start to argue for
I don't need to
women's
know every way
access to abortion.
that a human being can get murdered to know that murder is wrong.
No. But I'm telling you, that's not how. I'm telling you, or I'm asking you a question on these simple things about abortion, these simple things about pregnancy and how it occurs and how the process works. And you can't even explain that. You don't even know where conception occurs.
That's irrelevant, bro.
No, it's very relevant. It's very relevant because you should know those things in order to be arguing against abortion. If you
Nah,
don't
I
know,
need to know
if
that.
you don't know the process of pregnancy, you should not be arguing abortion.
I know what I need to know.
Okay, so what's a gestation stage?
Repeat the question.
Gestation, what is that?
This is embarrassing.
Wait, it's a period of time where a fetus develops inside the uterus before birth.
Yes, okay, but what happens in that period?
Yeah, Google AI. Hey, chat.
What happens?
What happens in
A lot of
this
stuff
period?
happens actually.
Yeah, see, look at this is you're a very
A lot
weak
of stuff
man.
happens. Am I wrong?
You're a very, very, very weak man, and it seems like
No,
you.
I just cooked Jeremiah. That's crazy. I got his viewership down to 20. And now you have to.
You
You
got
have
my
to talk
viewership
about
down to
this.
20 because you're low IQ. That's why.
Yeah, and you're
No,
embarrassing.
if I was low IQ and you cooked me like you cooked the last guy, your viewership would go up.
Oh, you admit I cooked the last guy? I use the same
Yeah, you
argument
did.
against you. And
I
you
admit
failed
it.
to
He had a
disprove my
dumb-
argument,
he had a
therefore
dumb
you cooked-
argument.
I cooked
Nah, I
you.
have a
And
different-
so do you.
Holy
And so do
self-cook.
you.
No, he was arguing from a religious standpoint. I have a better argument than him. That's why
Okay,
his
The
viewers are
argument you
down.
provided fails because you can't give me 3 instances where the inevitable death of someone supersedes that of the bodily autonomy of a
I
person.
gave you one, and that's enough.
I
Bud.
asked you for 3. It's first off. Second off, I also asked you multiple other questions that you have failed to respond to. I mean, you couldn't tell me. I mean, if I ask you right now, why is murder like wrong? Well, like why is killing wrong?
Why is killing wrong? Killing is not wrong
Okay, killing isn't wrong. So why is abortion wrong?
because abortion is murder.
Okay, what is murder?
Unjustified killing of a
Okay,
human
why is
Okay, you
being.
just said
unjust?
killing's not wrong.
Yeah, and
Well,
unjustified
I
killing.
would
is
argue.
wrong.
I would argue. I think murder is the unjust termination of a human life. But why is abortion unjust?
There's just no valid reason to.
Sure, there is. Bodily
It
autonomy.
doesn't.
Bodily
But-
autonomy.
Yeah.
is a reason.
Financial well-being. If people
I
can't
don't think
support
the
a child
reason to have an
financially-
abortion overruns life, human life.
Again, bodily
That's why it's
autonomy
unjust.
supersedes that of someone potentially dying. Bodily
That's
autonomy
right.
supersedes that.
That's right.
Yeah,
And not
that's
only
why I
that,
have
too,
the
but
one
think about it this
exception.
way. Think about it this way. What if you force somebody to give birth to, let's say we forced a pregnant person to give birth, okay, but they do not have, they're not financially stable enough to take care of that child. That child would die, okay? They would die.
No,
from
it's called an
pregnancy.
adoption center. Lock
Yeah,
it,
okay,
bro.
adoption isn't guaranteed. That's not,
Do you
like,
understand?
Yeah,
the issues
I'm
with
not saying
adoption
they have to
centers?
get adopted. I'm saying that they have a
do you
place.
understand? Do you understand the adoption centers and what's wrong with them? Any rates, right? The suicide rates, the rates of like of any of this. Like, do you understand
So
any of
since
the
a
rates of how
percent
horrible?
of them are gonna commit suicide, we should just kill them before. That doesn't make sense.
We should.
You're
If a
getting
woman
rid of
wants to-
more
if a
lives
woman-
to-
If a woman wants to get an abortion, yes, they should be able to for whatever or any reason.
No, I'm arguing. You just said what's the
So you
suicide?
said
rate?
murder is so you said murder is the unjust termination of human life, and you think abortion is unjust because there's no reason to terminate that human life.
that's what you
There's
said.
no reason that overturns life. There's no reason
Okay,
that's
sure. So
bigger
then
than
pulling the
life.
plug is murder, right?
Pulling the plug is murder. Well, they have no
Yes?
they have no potential of future life.
Okay, now it's about potentiality, right? So you
Holy,
think pulling
Yeah,
out is wrong?
it's always
because
been. You just haven't asked
so,
that.
so okay. So then you think pulling out is wrong if it's based on potentiality? You think if a man pulls out of a woman, therefore it's wrong and it should be illegal because that there could have been a potential human life being formed if they didn't pull out. You also think contraceptives are wrong, and you think saying no during consent. So you think consent is also wrong, and you think and it actually boils down to this extreme view that rape is okay.
No, I never said that. Your logic
Your view
isn't
leads
adding
to
up. but-
potentiality leads to that potentiality, right? Because if someone says no to sex, that means it won't lead to a human life being formed, right? And
Yeah,
you
but the
think
human
that should
life
be
isn't
illegal.
already there. When you're pulling the plug, the human life is
Okay,
already
so
there.
now you added another set of criteria, and that's it being
It's always been
potential
human
future
life.
and a human life. Yes.
Wow, I made this girl rage quit.
No, you're just
It's always
low
been
IQ.
human life, bud.
Okay, human life and the potentiality for human life. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if you would have asked
How
that,
can
like you did,
how
you
can there
would've
be
got
human
that.
life and a potential for human life at the same time?
Because never mind. Yeah, pulling the plug is wrong. Yeah,
Pulling the plug is murder. Look at
Yeah.
what I got you to do.
that was your last
Pulling-
argument, and I admitted it. So now tell me how it's right to pull the plug.
Because there is no reason for a person not to pull the plug. There's nothing wrong with it because they don't have a sentience, right? They have past, right? Past subjective experience, but they don't have present or future, right? It's a conjugate, past or present, congruent with future. Same as a fetus. They have
So it
they
is
have past or
potential.
present.
So it is.
No, it's
potential.
past or present, congruent with future, right?
You said future, bro.
I said 3 words. Can you repeat the 3 words I said?
Past, present, or future?
Past or present and future. So it's not potentiality alone. It's the fact that they need to have sentience or that they have had sentience, i.e. a coma patient. They have had sentience and they will have sentience. That's why it's wrong to unalive a coma patient.
So it is wrong.
A
So
coma
you just
patient is
admitted it
different
was
from
wrong.
a brain dead patient. Holy moly.
Yeah, so why aren't you giving the answer to a brain dead patient?
Because a brain dead patient doesn't have present or future, they only have past.
Bloody
A
hell.
coma patient has past and present, therefore they meet the conjunct.
A brain dead patient, his brain can be alive again.
No. If
Yeah.
their brain is alive again, they got misdiagnosed. Brain death is the irreversible death of the brain.
No, you can become dead and then back alive.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can, bro. Look it up.
If you did, you got
You're getting
misdiagnosed
cooked,
and
so
you
you
were
just have to
probably
be
in
like-
a coma.
Yo, I'm about to search it up for you, bro.
Search it up.
You die.
There's someone else that wants to come up here as well, so I'll give them a shot and then I'll probably get
Ooh, yeah, Jeremiah's. Whenever you're done with this little brain dead analogy, I need to speak to him about the
I
system.
think I've played with my favorite. So go ahead. You can explain. Like I
Yeah.
don't have the exact rates. I'm assuming you do, but go ahead.
Well, nah, State King.
Yeah.
You brought up the adoption system and, just the system of people going into foster care if their parents don't take well of care of them. Do you realize how harmful that system is and what they actually do to kids in that system and where a lot of kids actually end up? I was in foster care for 4 years.
And guess what? You're alive, so.
Oh, guess what? I'm on medication for the rest of my life. So
I don't think. Okay, that doesn't
I've been
matter. I don't think we
I've been
should've
put in
killed you because
hospitals.
now you're on medication.
Wait, hold on. You're interrupting me. I've been put in hospitals for my mental health. I've attempted multiple times. I've had to gotten crazy help. This is not healthy for children at all. It never will be.
All right.
The system is not. Wait, hold on. Did you hear about the 3-year-old boy that got murdered in foster care by his own foster mother and his foster mother's kid? Do you realize how dangerous the system is? They don't even do background checks anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Can I respond now?
Go ahead.
So you're saying
No, let me just give you the stats real quick. So, former foster youths are around 4 to 5 times more likely to be hospitalized for suicide attempts than the general populations, as well as again 4 to 5 more times, and they're more likely to 4 to 5 more times to be have drug dependence than adolescents who have never been in foster care, as well as abuse rates within the system and outside of the system, comparing it to the general population and then within the system. It is higher. A higher abuse rates within the system and outside the system. People who have been in the system compared to people who have never been in the system, abuse rates are higher, whether it be because of the system or their foster parents. Abuse rates are much higher. These rates are horrible. We need to fix the adoption center if you want to ban abortion and have kids be in the adoption centers. And on top of that, you also have to adopt children. Why don't you pledge to adopt 20 children right now?
Yeah, right now.
No, I'm good. Can I respond though?
So you want women to be forced to go to the pregnancy,
You
violate
just made
their
a claim. Can I
autonomy,
respond?
And then you
brother?
don't even
and then
want the
put their children and
kids.
then put their children in the adoption center, but you don't
You
want
just
to
made a claim. Can I respond?
One
Respond.
more thing. One more thing. I'll just add on to that. So again, you don't want to do adoption centers. On top of that, if you want to reduce abortions, you need to have progressive policy, i.e., social safety nets. But go ahead and respond.
So we should kill human beings because some of those human beings are going to get abused.
We should kill human beings if the woman wants to.
We should kill 100% of human beings because
No, I am not
like,
advocating
let's
for
just say
forceful
20%
abortion.
are going to get abused.
You're misconstrued.
Well, that was your argument,
100%.
buddy.
No, I didn't say 100% of them. If the woman wants to get an abortion, they should be able to get an abortion. Therefore, yeah, sure, whatever. But the point is,
Well,
you didn't
I
respond.
already
The rates are
debunked
horrible.
that claim, but
And you don't even want to adopt yourself. And progressive
Yeah,
policy
we
would
did.
be preferable because they help with social safety nets. Therefore, social safety nets reduce the amount of abortions that happen per year.
so which one is it, buddy? Is it because the mother wants to, or is it because they're going to get abused and suicide?
Because the mother wants to. That's why.
So why are
the
you
rates of
talking
that-
about suicidal rates?
Because you brought up the adoption rate. You brought up adoption system is horrible. The rates are horrible, right? So if you want people to force women to
Yeah,
go
so
through
we
pregnancy,
should
you need to
kill
fix the
them
system
too.
first.
we shouldn't kill
No,
them
we
because
shouldn't. If
20%
someone wants to
are
put
gonna
a
get
kid in
killed.
the adoption center, feel free to do so. But we also need to fix that adoption center and the system, right? What its basis upon is bodily autonomy of the woman.
I'm too lazy to fix it, so
Right,
really
exactly. Because
can't.
you are literally a little boy who doesn't know anything about sexual and don't play with my food. Anyways, I'm gonna get off. I just wanted to go on for like an hour. I appreciate you coming up here. You're always welcome back. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Jeremiah's, listen to me right now. Whenever someone brings up this system, you need to let me up. The system is so corrupt. I was in it for 4 years. That shit's actually ridiculous. The fact that
It
they bring
is.
that up as an excuse is disgusting.
Yeah, the system is crazy. But I appreciate you coming up here.
Have a good day.
Liv is in here, bro. Liv, what are you
Yeah.
doing in here?
Liv's my friend. That's my friend.
Well, I appreciate you coming up here. You take care. Anyways.